The All Progressives Congress ward executives in Igbotako, Ward 2, under the Okitipupa local government area of Ondo State, suspended Jimoh Ibrahim, a senator representing Ondo South, for what they allege to be anti-party activities. Now, the senator was suspended days after he called the party's governorship primary election in the state, quote, a mega fraud. Now, in April, Ibrahim contested the APC's governorship primary election in Ondo, but lost out to the eventual winner, Lucky Aiyedatiwa, who is the governor of Ondo State. Now, Jimoh Ibrahim is currently in court. He's seeking for an order for fresh exercise. Joining us tonight for the conversation, we have via video link, Kennedy Peretei. It's the Publicity Secretary, of the spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party in Ondo State. And later on, we hope to be joined by Olawale Sadare, who is the Publicity Secretary, of the spokesperson of the APC in Oyo State. Kennedy, good evening. It's good to have you.
Thanks for having me, Kofi.
You're in the PDP, but you're still in Ondo State. What's your view on the fate that has befallen Jimoh Ibrahim?
Well, let me say that in the usual policy somersault of the APC, 2 hours after Jimoh Ibrahim was supposedly suspended, the same ward executive that said Jimoh has been suspended for anti-party activities went on air to say that, look, the suspension has been lifted. So as it stands now, we don't even know which one to believe, whether Jimoh Ibrahim is suspended or not suspended. He said he's been suspended. 2 hours later, they came back to say he has not been suspended. So we don't know which is which. But we are not surprised because it is part of what we have come to know the APC for in Ondo State.
Some have said that this purported suspension is political, and they are even insinuating that it is instigated by Governor Lucky Aiyedatiwa. What's your view on this?
Well, in a situation like this, there are always allegations, counter-allegations, positions and counter-positions. Now, the argument the ward executive, the Igbotako Ward 2 executive gave was that Jimoh Ibrahim was engaging in anti-party activities. And they did not specify, so we do not know whether they are referring to the fact that Jimoh Ibrahim has taken Aiyedatiwa and INEC to court to call for nullification of the primary, which in the eye of the world was actually not the primary. For those of us that are in Ondo State, we knew what happened. Even journalists that came to monitor the exercise all said there was no primary. So if somebody now goes to court for someone who is a stakeholder, who has put money down, who has mobilized, he has done his own bit to ensure that he becomes governor, and you now shut it out, it's at liberty to seek redress. So if that is what is referred to as anti-party, there's left for them to come and explain. But the good news is that they have said he has not been suspended. And if anybody says the incumbent governor is behind it may not be too far from the truth, because Jimoh Ibrahim, in several of his postings and interviews, have said there have been a lot of pressure on him. Aiyedatiwa and some leaders of the APC have come to his house in Abuja to beg, to ask him to stand down or not to pursue this case further. But he has said he's willing to push this case to as far as the Supreme Court of Nigeria. So whether the governor is behind it or it's not behind it, it's not material at all.
All right, Olawale Sadare, welcome, Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, or spokesperson of the APC in Oyo State. Your counterpart on this program, Peretei, has said, everyone knows that the All Progressives Congress primary, it was a direct primary conducted in Ondo State, didn't live up to expectations. So it's not a surprise that Jimoh Ibrahim is in court. What's your view on this?
Thank you very much. Good evening. I thank you for having me on the program this wonderful evening. You see, on the issue of Ondo State APC primary that you alluded to, I would just like to set the record straight. The leaders of our party from our national headquarters in Abuja, they did the needful at that time. They ensured that our party conducted a free, fair, and credible primary. If the PDP man on the program this evening, he is saying otherwise. It is quite understandable. He belongs to the opposition. They want to hijack the power from APC. So you don't expect him to come on here and be giving credence to what we did as the party in power in Ondo State. You see, in any democracy, you can't rule out possibility of crisis and disagreement. This is what some people will tell you is part of the beauty of democracy. So whatever crisis that has ensued from the conduct of our party in Ondo State will be resolved in no time. And you will agree with me that Senator Jimoh Ibrahim is not a fry. He is not a neophyte in the field of politics. So he knows what to do to drive home his desire. So if he's exercising his rights by going to court on account of maybe he felt that his rights was not properly guided during the primary, and he felt the best thing for him was to approach the court. So he's exercising his rights. Nobody will stop him from doing that.
Okay.
So whatever that's come out of it, everybody would know. So nobody is stopping Senator Ibrahim from pursuing his case at the law court. And I can tell you for free that our party is a lawful party. We always play the game according to the rule. And in the case of Ondo State, we will not do anything that's capable of compromising the process.
Okay, so Olawale, thank you. I want to give Kennedy a chance to respond to what you said.
You can be assured that.
Olawale, thank you. Olawale, thank you. But Kennedy, you heard him say that bear his mind on the conduct of the APC primary election in Ondo State. Probably saying that you're just saying that because or criticizing it because you're a member of the PDP. What do you say to that?
Well, interestingly, what happened in Ondo State is in public space, and to further confirm that, the Independent National Electoral Commission has produced and given to Jimoh Ibrahim certified true copies of the report of their electoral officers who went to supervise or kind of witness the exercise, that is the primary. Now, in 203 wards, more than the 157 had report that there was no any primary of any kind. It's not by report. It's a report of INEC, who was supposed to, be an observer in the process. And for those of us that are in Ondo State, journalists who went around just out of the need to inform the public were shocked that there was no exercise in the form of primary going on anywhere. 157, and of the 18 local governments, INEC has produced evidence that in 15 of the local governments, there was no election. So that verdict is not PDP verdict. It's the verdict of INEC, who are the observers, who are mandated to monitor the exercise. Now, besides that, we are talking of those 15 aspirants contested with Lucky Aiyedatiwa. 15. And of the 15, 5 wrote a petition to the appeal panel to say, look, there was no election of any kind. So where did Usman Ododo get his own results? And we are shocked to find out that some of the people, they said they have been settled, they are not talking about it. But if one or two are approaching the courts to exercise, their own fundamental right of seeking the redress, where they think that we should change. So to say that the PDP is just trying to say something that is contrary or is negative of APC, it's not true at all. There are reports, their own party people. The funniest part of it is that this was supposed to be by direct primaries, which means in all ward centers of the 203, the exercise is supposed to take place. So the anger against the system, the anger against impunity, is not just about those contesting, but also their supporters and their followers.
Okay.
So the situation we have now...
Kennedy, let me give Olawale Sadare a chance to respond to what you said. Sadare, he's placed his facts on the table. He said that, INEC has given... We need you to sit down, lean back to your seat, please, so we can see you clearly. So over to you, Olawale. Olawale, can you hear me?
He's just been a medicine interloper here. He belongs to the PDP, and whatever that happened in the APC is none of his business.
No, but no,
Thank God.
he's an analyst on this program. So, but he's placed. No, Olawale, I want to respond to the facts that he's put on the table, and meet it with fact. He said that Jimoh Ibrahim is in possession right now of the INEC report. He's also said that in more than 200 locations, there were no elections held. He's also said that at least 5 of the aspirants complained and wrote petitions and presented it before the petitions committee. We were there, we covered it. And he said at least 2 are headed to court. Please, we need you to sit back. We need you to sit back. Please sit back, sit back.
As we speak now.
Yes, sit back so we can see you.
Hello?
We can't see you. Sit back on your chair, sir.
As we speak now. Hello?
Olawale, we need you to relax into your chair because we can't see you. We need to sit back. Thank you. Thank you. Please go on.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, better.
Okay. As we speak now, we are all aware that Senator Jimoh Ibrahim has approached the court, meaning that the case is now before a competent court of law. And you will agree with me at the same time that we are not allowed to speak on any matter that is already
No, we're not talking about a substantive matter. He's put out certain facts. He's put out certain facts.
If Mr. Kennedy has anything with which he can assist the court, he can ask them to join him in the suit so that he will be able to play the role he wants to play. So it is not for us now to determine what will be the outcome of the case in the law court. So INEC has spoken, our party too has spoken on the same issue. It is not it's not for the court to determine who is right and who is wrong. So I will advise us all to exercise little patience.
Okay, Olawale Sadare, thank you. I want to give Kennedy. Do you have any such issues in the PDP? New Central was in Ondo State. We covered the APC primary, we covered the PDP primary live.
Now, 2 days after the APC primary, I issued a press statement where I said that what the APC has done was a mockery of democracy. What they told me then was that I should wait for the PDP primary to come on course on the 25th before I start making such derogatory comments. But interestingly, on the 25th of April, we had a primary election that was covered live. Our own television station was there. There were other reporters, there were other media organizations that were there. It was covered live. All the aspirants waited till the exercise ended and congratulated the winner of the election. And as I speak to you, almost 3 weeks after that primary, there's not one single petition before anywhere. As a matter of fact, when at the certificate presentation committee level in Abuja, the National Secretary said, "Oh, if you Ondo State, you are doing very well." That even the appeal committee don't have to come to Ondo State because there was no petition before it. So this is very clearly different from what happened in the APC. So we are not interested in, he said, we are in medicine interloper. Well, you can think so, but we're talking about the governor of Ondo State, somebody that will be governor of Ondo State. If you want to be governor of Ondo State, and you cannot even conduct a free and fair primary, how do you now think and believe that Ondo State people can trust you with the mandate of leading Ondo State? So we have done the primary, is credited, everybody say, oh, this is very transparent, this is worthy of emulation. My advice is that the APC must learn internal democracy by allowing people, because what is democracy if it's not the choice, if not the will of the majority that will prevail? That cannot be democracy. So we wait for what the courts of law are going to say about this matter.
Right.
But for us, we have gone beyond that, we are looking at elections.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, we want to thank you very much for your time. Kennedy Peretei, spokesperson of the People's Democratic Party in Ondo State. Olawale Sadare, spokesperson of the All Progressives Congress in Oyo State. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kofi.
Thank you for the opportunity.